Can you imagine waking up thousands of feet in the air, with nothing but clouds, steel cables, and a tiny platform swaying in the wind? No solid ground beneath your feet, no easy way down. Just you, the sky, and one insane challenge. Survive 30 days up here to win $250,000. Well, we decided to find out who could do it. The challenge begins at dawn. One by one, our contestants are lifted by a massive crane onto individual sky platforms, suspended high above the world. Each platform is barely bigger than a small bedroom, equipped with a safety railing, a basic sleeping area, and limited storage. The rules are brutal but simple. Stay on your platform for 30 days straight. If you touch the ground, you're out. If you quit, you're eliminated. The last person standing takes home the $250,000 prize. As soon as that crane pulls away, the reality of the situation hits them like a punch. The ground looks impossibly small. The wind is relentless, and the silence is deafening. The first few hours are a blur of pure adrenaline, but as the sun begins to set, a deep primal fear starts to creep in. By day 3, the initial excitement is completely gone. It's been replaced by a grim new reality. Contestants are now battling constant motion sickness from the platform's sway, a paralyzing fear of heights, and extreme physical discomfort. Even just standing up feels like a risky maneuver, as the platforms gently rock with every single gust of wind. To make things harder, there are no luxuries. Food is delivered only once a day by a drone. Each contestant gets the exact same survival kit: basic non-perishable meals, a limited supply of water, a small stove, and just enough battery power for their lights and cameras. Every single meal has to be earned. But the biggest struggle is sleep at night. The platforms creak and groan, the wind whistles and howls without stopping. Some contestants barely close their eyes, spending the entire night gripping the safety railing, just to feel a sense of security. 1 week in, and the mental toll is starting to show. We have our first eliminations. One contestant, completely overwhelmed emotionally, breaks down and signals for help. The massive crane returns, slowly lifting them down as the others watch from their own isolated worlds in the sky. This single moment changes everything. Seeing someone actually quit makes the challenge feel terrifyingly real. That $250,000 is tempting, but the mental pressure is proving to be absolutely crushing. Shortly after, another contestant begins to struggle with the intense cold. Even with layers of warm clothing, the constant biting wind drains body heat much faster than anyone anticipated. It's becoming clear that survival in the sky is far, far tougher than anyone could have ever imagined. By day 10, the game has changed. It's no longer just a physical battle. It's a war against the mind. Isolation has become the single biggest enemy. There is no physical contact, no real conversations, only the occasional shout between platforms, words carried away by the wind. Some contestants have started talking to themselves, just to hear a voice. Others are scribbling furiously in journals or singing at the top of their lungs, doing anything they can to stay sane. The mind starts playing tricks. Hallucinations begin to creep in at the edges of their vision. The clouds below morph into what looks like a vast, white ocean. The sun feels unnaturally close, burning down on them. Time itself begins to warp and stretch. Days feel like they last forever, yet somehow, weeks are passing by in a flash. One contestant tries to stay motivated by taping a picture of their family to the railing, a small anchor to the world below. Another focuses solely on the prize money, repeating $250,000 over and over again, like a desperate mantra. Reaching the halfway mark at day 15 feels like an absolute miracle. Only a handful of contestants remain. Physically, every single one of them is exhausted. Their muscles ache from constantly balancing on the swaying platforms. Their hands are raw and sore from gripping the metal rails day and night. Their faces are chapped and burned from the constant, unfiltered sun exposure. Just as they think they might get a moment to breathe, we introduce a surprise twist: the temptation challenge. A drone appears, hovering just in front of each platform. It carries a simple offer: a button. Press it, and you can quit instantly and walk away with $10,000. No more fear, no more discomfort. For a few of them, the offer is almost too good to refuse. After 15 days of pure misery, $10,000 sounds like a ticket to freedom. You can see the struggle on their faces. But in the end, driven by pride and how far they've come, most of them refuse. The thought of giving up now, at the halfway point, is a pain worse than anything they've already endured. Then, on day 18, the sky turns against them. The weather takes a dramatic turn. Dark, ominous clouds roll in fast. Rain begins to pour, driven sideways by ferocious winds. The wind howls and shrieks around the platforms, shaking them violently. Of course, all the safety systems are designed to withstand this, keeping everything secure, but emotionally, it is pure terror. Lightning flashes in the distance, illuminating the chaotic sky for a terrifying split second. This is the breaking point for another contestant. Shaking, soaked to the bone, and utterly terrified, they make the call. They're done. As the crane slowly lowers them to safety, the remaining contestants watch, and a chilling realization dawns on them. This challenge isn't just hard, it's genuinely dangerous. By day 22, their bodies are starting to break down. The physical toll is undeniable. The weight loss is obvious on everyone. Their energy levels are at rock bottom. Even simple tasks like boiling water or preparing a meal feel completely exhausting. But something strange is happening alongside the physical decay. Mentally, they're growing stronger. The fear that once paralyzed them has transformed into a sharp, unbreakable focus. The sky no longer feels like an enemy. It's just a part of their existence now. They've adapted. The daily sunrises have become moments of profound peace. Watching the clouds drift silently below them feels almost dreamlike. The world on the ground, the world they left behind, seems distant and unreal, like a memory from another life. We're at day 26. Only 2 contestants remain. They are both hanging on by a thread, but neither one is willing to quit. A new ritual has formed between them. They shout words of encouragement across the void that separates their platforms. At this stage, it's not just about the money anymore. It's about pride. It's about proving to themselves that they can do this. It's about pushing the absolute limits of what a human being can endure. We decide to throw one final temptation their way. A drone appears with an offer. Split the prize money and quit together. $125,000 each. They can end the suffering right now. They spend hours thinking, staring across at each other, but in the end, they both refuse. They didn't come this far. They didn't endure all this pain, just to give up at the very end. The final day arrives, day 30. Our cameras capture every second as the final countdown begins. 30 days in the sky. 30 days of fear, pain, isolation, and incredible strength. As the timer finally hits 0, horns blast from the ground below. It's over. The crane begins its slow ascent for the last time. Our winner, the last person standing, collapses in tears as they are finally lifted from their platform and brought down to solid ground. $250,000. Earned in the harshest way imaginable, this challenge proves one thing above all else. Survival isn't just about physical strength, it's about your mindset. Trapped in the sky for 30 days with nothing but clouds beneath them, these contestants faced fear in its purest form and found a way to conquer it. So let me ask you, do you think you could survive 30 days in the sky for $250,000? Because after watching this, I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't even last a single day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more insane challenges.